Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to have a little fun with the Porsche Cayenne. Now it needs full brake job, so I'm going to do rotors and pads on the front and the rear. I'm also going to show you how to put it into jack mode so you can lift the car safely. That is if you have the adaptive air suspension. But we'll go over every tool that you're going to need, especially the special ones that Porsche decides to use because they need to be like no other. And we're going to try to do this in the most simple way so that you can get this done at home for a quarter of the price of what a dealership would charge you to do this. So if you're interested in this, stay tuned. All right, guys, to get this into jack mode or lift mode is very simple if you have the air suspension. Now, to find out if you have air suspension, right here, you would see that on this side has a graph that goes up and down for your ride height, and that's with your air suspension. And you would push the lever that would be over here all the way up, hold it while the car is on for 10 seconds. Then in your instrument cluster, you will see it will tell you that you are in jack mode. Now that we have to lift the car, we have to find our jacking locations, and you can see that there is one right here, and then all the way on the other side, right there. So that makes it super simple. Okay, before we jack up the car, we have to be able to loosen these lug nuts. Now, one of these is a specialty lug nut, and mine is right here. This can be found on most of your cars in the trunk or the rear hatch underneath the floorboard, and you will find that there's a whole section for replacing a tire, but you do need the specialty tool to get in there. Now, on most of these, I'm going to use my Hercules Impact, and this thing has been amazing. But on that one, I am probably going to do it by hand. So you need your specialty tool and a 19 millimeter for all of these to get them off. And if you are interested in some of these impact tools, I will tell you, there's a link in my description where you can find a whole set that will do everything that you need. And this has been worth its weight in gold. So I'll link you guys to that as well. I'm going to go ahead and get this wheel off. You guys don't need to watch that. So onward and forward. Very first challenge with this off is removing the sensor. I have found that just taking a flat screwdriver and sticking it in the bottom will release it enough that you can pull down on it, and then you've got that off. Now, Porsche did a weird job with their brake line. It is a hard line that is mounted behind here, which I will show you right now. Right here, you can see on the back side, that is a number 6 hex bit, which I have put into the bolt. And then I've just attached a ratchet back there. Now, it's a tight space, so be careful. And this will give us the flexibility that we will need to move the caliper. Okay, now we can tackle the caliper. And there are 2 of these bolts right here and here. These are M14s. This is called a triple square, which is kind of rare. So, like I said, everything I'm using here today, I will have in the description. You can go through it and see what you might need for the job. But this is going to go in here, and then we'll start taking it off. You will notice that this is a star bit. It's a T50. Once again, everything in the instructions. Of course, the wheel's going to move. Well, there's always one way to skin a cat. Put a screwdriver in there and use that on the tire. Now we can get this off. One of the things that we do have to make sure of, notice how the vanes are going because these are directional rotors. So they are kind of pushed back. So we need to make sure we get the right rotor that replaces this. Before we can replace the brake pads, we need to make sure that the sensor is disconnected. So it's got this little rubber grommet. And there we go. Now the sensor will be able to come out when we do the pads. Okay guys, this is the tool that was suggested to me to do the calipers. And you can see it's doing an okay job. It is pushing it in. And we just need it all the way in so that we have as much room for the new pads as possible. In a pinch, You can use the good old-fashioned C-clamp, just like that and like that. You take it slowly on each side and do it. This tool will be in the description, but it's just nice to have. Just like that, brake pad number 1. And then number 2 with the sensor, which, is there another thing on the back? Nope, there we go. So we can see where the sensor is. You can see how it got worn right there. And that's what sends the signal. Brake pads are in, and now it's just a reverse of the same process to get this all back together. Not the worst job in the world, but Porsche does make it difficult. I'm going to go ahead and get this front buttoned up, and then we'll start on the rear. Okay, guys, here's a quick recap of everything that you're going to need to be able to do one of these brake changes. First, you need a 19mm, take the wheels off. Number 6 hex bit that we'll use to get the bolt off of the back to release the brake line so we have more room. You'll need a T50 to be able to get the rotor off, and that will take that bolt out. You will definitely need this specialty one, which is a M14, and basically it's like a triple square or something like that, but this is what actually gets the brake calipers off. And then you will need the brake caliper tool to depress it back in. So with the rears, it's very similar to the front, but with a few differences. Obviously, we've got 2 spots that we have to take off here. One of them uses the T50 just like before, so that will go in the bottom one. But now we need the M5, and that is this. And that fits up in this little hole perfectly. Now over to the back side, you can see that we take off this one, and we just use the standard M14 for those. And back here, right here, is the sensor, so we'll get that off just like we got the other one with the screwdriver, and it'll just pop right out. This one has a flex line, so we don't have to worry about taking something off from the back. So we first start removing the caliper. Okay, now that we have these bolts fully out, and they are huge as well, the one thing Porsche likes to do, big bolts, we make sure that the connection for it is off. And this one removes very easily. Now we do have a little play, but not much, so I'm going to use some of these hooks. Maybe go from the other side. Oh, that's smart. Look at that. And then I can hook it right in there. So now that'll stay up. We can now take the rotor, take that off. We can take the brake pads off, and basically reverse the same process from the front. I will tell you, I was worried about these. They both came out very easily. Put the new rotor on, that's good. Now we just can take these, depress the calipers like we did on the front using that tool, and then we will replace these, replace the sensor, and we're done with the rear. All right, guys, we got the rear wheel done now. Pretty much the same as the front. There's that one extra bolt hole. Nothing too complicated back here, which is good, makes me happy. I am exhausted after doing this. This has definitely worked me out a little. Not the hardest brake job I've ever done, but it does have a few things that you need to know. Everything you need to do this job is in the description, and trust me, having the right tools is going to make this so much easier for you. Anyway, like, subscribe, share. We'll catch you next time. I've got one more wheel to do. Yeah. All right.